So what is a landing page? A landing page is basically a one-page website that is usually designed for marketing or advertising purposes, and every landing page should have one purpose, which is to drive sales. You understand? And that is what we are going to be looking at in this video. I'll be teaching you how to create a landing page, a professional landing page inside of Canva. So make sure you do not go anywhere. I will be right back. Hey everyone, it's Benjamin here, a verified Canva expert based in Ghana. In this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be walking you through all the steps you need to take to be able to design a professional landing page inside of Canva. So if this is your first time on this channel, I must say that this is the best time to subscribe to this channel because a lot of interesting Canva tutorials are going to be posted on this channel and you wouldn't want to miss it. If you are also an OG, thank you for coming back. I'm so grateful and I really appreciate you for the continuous support. Without any further ado, let's dive straight into Canva and let's get into it. So this is a blank canvas over here, and the first thing we want to do is to change the background color. So we come to color and you can see, I am using the EF. I don't want to use white because white is just too boring sometimes, you understand? So after you do that, the next thing you're going to do is to press T on your keyboard, okay, and you should be able to add some text. Okay, so I'll choose the Poppins extra bold for this, and what I'm going to say is African. Okay, so African Geek Plus. Okay, so I just think it sounds very cool, so I would position it somewhere here, and I think the text is too big, so I'll reduce it a little bit to something like this. Then I would select and duplicate this text, come to my typeface area, and I'll use the regular Montserrat. Okay, reduce it more, then I would position it here. So since we are creating our header, I can just say features. So let me just have a capital letter, so features. Okay, and this would usually depend on the pages you want to have on your landing page, you understand? But usually it's a one-page website, but in this case, when you click, it will just scroll to that particular section you want people to focus on, and that's what we are just trying to do. At the moment, Canva doesn't have, I haven't seen any website where you click and it opens another page, rather scrolls and take you to the particular section which has the information you've linked at the top. So yeah, okay, so features, then I duplicate it and I can just say, let me just position it here. I can just say shop. Okay, shop, and the last thing I can do, let me just say testimonials. Okay, then the last one would be shop. Okay, so we'll put this over here and we'll just say shop, then select all and just bring it here. Just make sure everything's aligned properly. Select all three, come to position, and make sure you are seeing tidy up. So when you select tidy up, it will tidy up the stuff for you. One of the other things we can also do just to make our website look interesting is we can come to elements and search for cards. You search for any cards, add it to your page, reduce the size, and you want to position it somewhere here. And with the color of my text, I do not want it to be all black. Okay, so I want it to be like a deeper gray sort of. So I select the plus icon over here, then I lift it up a little bit. Okay, then I just click on change all so that it applies to all of my text over here. I'll select this over here and I want to apply the same color to it. Okay, now the next thing we are going to do is to design our hero page, which is the first thing anyone would see when they visit our website. So let's go and let's see how we can get that done right. So what we are going to do is I'll press R on my keyboard for shape. I don't know, I was about to say a rectangle. Yes, a rectangle shape actually. Sometimes when I'm recording tutorial, I just forget everything. I don't know why, So select the shape, come to colors and choose white for it. You understand? Then make sure you're coming to the border style and increase the corner rounding to maybe 25. Okay, which should give you something like this. Very interesting. Okay, then what we will do is I will come to upload. I have some mockups in here, and what you'd also need is you'd also need to create mockups of your products, okay, or services. With services, it can be a photo of yourself, you understand? But if it's a product, try to get a mockup of it. And just in case you have no idea of how to create mockups, you can create someone in Canva using the smart mockup feature, or you can use Media Modifier, which is a very useful website I have been using ever since I discovered it. So there's a link in the description box below that should lead you to Media Modifier and test out their mockups. It's very easy to use, actually very easy. Okay, so I'll just come in here. Okay, and I know you can hear a lot of chickens. Look, at this point there's nothing I can really do about these chickens. I've been chasing them for a long time. I literally get to chase chickens out here and I'm just so tired. And the funny thing is, anytime I'm recording tutorial, that's when they come around to make noise. I don't know whether they've been sent, I can't tell. Okay, so this is my product, you can see, and it's actually one of my product I have, and it helps you to find professional image, like high quality images in Canva easily. The descriptions are in there, so you just copy and paste, and look, it's very useful. I think you should check it out if you haven't seen it already. All right, so duplicate this text, bring it here, and we can just say anything I want. I can just say find photos, okay, in Canva, high quality photos with ease. Okay, so with easy, so select all and align it to the left, so I'm just trying to make my text look clean and sweet. Okay, we don't say sweet, we say sweet. Okay, so clean and what? Sweet. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so then we'll duplicate this, okay, using Control D, just in case you didn't know. And if your Control D is missing, like your Control key is missing and the D is also missing, what you can actually do is call me. Okay, but sorry, what you can actually do is there should be duplicate somewhere here. Has it been taken out? This is interesting. There was a duplicate icon over here. I think it's been taken out, so just find your Control D. Okay, so yeah, so I'll stretch this out like this and align it to the left, and I just want to add some subtext. Okay, so I'll just say all you need is to copy and paste. Okay, so you can also say anything at all of your product. If your product is about makeup, there's no need to say all you need is copy and paste. Please, you don't have to copy and paste your makeups, you understand? So be creative in your words, you understand? Yeah, so I'll duplicate this and I'll reduce it because we are trying to create a button. Okay, yeah, a button, and with the color of the button I would want you to match what we have over here. So Canva had literally generated some colors for us which we can use, but I think the best one is this purple, which I find so clean and juicy. So I'll come to border style and reduce the border style. Okay, and then this is what we have at the moment. Okay, so select maybe all three, bring it down a little bit, and I think this is cool. Then with the text, I'll duplicate this and position it here, and I can just say get it now. All right, then double click actually. Okay, so you can see what we have at the moment. Come to the colors and choose white. Okay, so when you do that, select the shape and also press and hold shift and select the text. Okay, then you can group them by using Control G, or you see group over there. You understand? You can just click on it. And one more thing I want to do for our hero page is to add our price. So I can just say, maybe if it's $9, I can just put $9 over here. But one of the things you can actually do to support this channel is to get this product. I just want to pass it out. I'm not trying to advertise, but I think it's necessary because some of you literally waste a lot of time finding photos in Canva. So yeah, okay, so this is what we have at the moment. And also, if you want this template, you can literally send me an email if you want to buy this template so that I can give it to you. I'm not selling it to everyone, I'm just selling to people who need it. So yeah, okay, now that we have created this, the next thing we have to do is to create our next page. So the new page, what we are going to do is we are going to list some of the features inside of our product, you understand? And this is actually going to be fairly simple. Okay, so I'll just copy this, okay, and paste it over here, and I can just center it. Okay, then what I can say is the best, okay, Canva guide. Okay, now instead of guide, I'll just say resource, okay, for photos, you understand? Okay, then I would stretch it out and center my text. Okay, then I would reduce this a little bit, okay, and just make sure it's centered, okay, it's centered. So I'll just move this to the top. All right, then what I want to do is I will select this and this, come to colors and change the color, okay, to what we have. You understand? So you can see how it's looking very simple, but it's looking professional. Okay, so now what we have to do is press C on your keyboard, okay, for a circle, reduce the circle, okay, and you can position one over here. What I'll do is I will duplicate this text and I'll position this here, okay, and what I'll just say is maybe I can just say easy to use. Okay, so once we say easy to use, what we'll do is let's just change the color. I want to make it white. Okay, then we'll come to element. In element, you can just search for maybe any icon that matches the feature of your product, okay, or of the, what am I even saying? You can just find any icon that matches what you're actually trying to say about your product. Okay, so easy to use, and you can see it means that very sharp. So it's like, how is this thing called? A snap. So I will just do this, then I will move it here and I can reduce the size. Okay, so one thing you also have to make sure is that if you're using outlined icons like what we actually have over here, you can see that there's an outlined one, but this is a filled icon. So if you're going with filled icon, make sure that for everyone you add is filled. If you're going with outlined, make sure for everyone you also add is outlined. Okay, so make sure you keep that in mind. That will help you to make your website interesting. So once you have this, what you need to do is to duplicate. Okay, now just position this one here, okay, maybe somewhere here, and I'll duplicate it again, okay, just to have it also over here, but the spacing is just too much, so I'll move this in, okay, and I should move this also in. Then select all of them and center it so you can see how it's looking. Then I'll just duplicate this and also position it here, okay. Then what you just have to do now is to edit all of this. So you change the icons and all of that. I want to speed up, I don't want this to take so long, so I will just switch this and let me just see if I can snap. Okay, so you can see we have it over here, so I'll select all of it and just move it to the top a little bit, and we can see we have our page ready. So that's all about this. I think let me just center everything over here. Okay, that's beautiful. All right, then we can now move to our next page. So with this next page is basically adding a photo to show someone using it, and with the expression on their face and all that, just to make it tantalizing. Yeah, so come to element. In element, we are just going to close this up and make sure you're finding frames. Okay, in frames, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the one with the rounded corner, this one for example, and I would stretch it out, and I think I don't even have to stretch it out too much. Okay, so something like this, then I'll just center it, which is still looking interesting. I can make it a little bit bigger, okay, so that I should fill majority of the page. Then we'll come into photos. Okay, so I'll go into my photos and I'll just search for Afro guy using laptop. Okay, so right, so this is what we have. I'll just drag and drop it in here. You understand? And you can see how it's looking. And one interesting thing about this photo is the fact that the colors actually matches the color I'm using, and that's interesting. Okay, so what I'll just do here is I'll duplicate this, okay, and bring it here, change the color to white, okay, and make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so and then what I'll just say here is improve. Okay, improve the look of your content with, okay, then I'll just drag this out. Okay, then I will duplicate this again and I'll say premium photos. Okay, so select all, come here, and I want to use how is it called? I want to use a script font for this, just to add some touch to it. Like like sometimes you just need to add some flags so that people say, oh yeah, he's a designer, oh yeah, and then you just get your fans and I'm me, that kind of thing. You see, yeah. So position it here, my neck. Oh my goodness. Okay, then we'll duplicate this, okay, bring it here, then we'll reduce the size. So over here, what I would just want to do is I would want to just add some dummy text. Okay, so what I'll literally do is, so I'll just come here and say dummy text generator. Okay, select all, and I'll just copy. Okay, then minimize it, come in here and paste. But you don't, if you are going to produce some product or you're going to be launching this, please don't use dummy text. Write something, think, right? We have ChatGPT, and I just hope you also see my video on ChatGPT and my thought and my experience. If you haven't seen it, check it out, because it will give you a whole different idea on how to use it as a content creator, more specifically as a Canva creator. Okay, so this is it. We are done with the page. That's all. So I will just scroll down and click add page. So all we are going to do is just to duplicate this, and I'll just move this here. Okay, then I'll just reduce it like this. Okay, duplicate it and position this here. I think it's too small, so I'll put this up and put this one also up. Right, then what we are going to do is we'll come into my upload, and I have like other photos of my of the mockup. Okay, so I'll just go in there and I'll just select this, okay, because it shows some some aspect of the product. Okay, then I can crop this part like this so that it will look like it's coming out from the shape, okay, and something like that. So you can see how easy this looks. Then I can just duplicate this, okay, position it here. Then we'll also change the color, okay, to the gray, to the dark gray we have Then all we are just going to say is designed with creators in mind. So designed with creators in mind. Okay, and you can just select the creators, duplicate it, double click on it, and choose the purple color. Then I will just add some dummy text over here depending on what you want. Okay, so select the dummy text and I'll come to color and change the color so that we can actually read it for legibility sake. Okay, so you can see what we've been able to do. The next thing we are going to do is to create the testimonials page, and this is an interesting page and an important page because it would help to make people trust the product, because you'll actually be hearing from other people who have tried your product. Okay, so let's see how to create that. Okay, so we'll scroll down. Okay, I already have a new page created over here, and what I'm just going to say is, let me duplicate this, bring it all the way down. Okay, and we'll just say rating 4.8/5. Okay, from influencers, from whoever. I'll just say verified creators. Okay, so I want this 4.8 from 4.8/5 to stand out. So I'll change the color so that it stands out, so that it's easier to identify it. And that's how you need to be intentional about certain things in your design. You have to be so intentional. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. So I will just position this here, something like this. Okay, come to element and look for stars. Okay, so I'll just search for star, and we should see a lot of stars in there. I will choose this, okay, and I'll change the color to the same purple and reduce the size, okay, to something like this. Then what I can do is I'll just duplicate it, position this here, duplicate it again to 3, 4, 5. So we are just going to be adding the 5-star comments. Okay, so have all your stars selected, come to position. Okay, it's already tidied up. Okay, then we can add the testimonial. So whatever they said, it can be here. Okay, so I would increase the size a little bit to something like this. Maybe let me drag this down a little bit. Then press L on your keyboard for line, position the line here, then make sure you reduce the line. But if you want to do this perfectly, just make sure you are pressing and holding shift. Okay, then come to the line style and we'll just choose 1 for the line weight. Okay, but we don't want any heavy lines, something just soft. Okay, position it here. Sometimes I don't know, I think there's, okay, no, I'm the one who has a problem. Yeah, I'm the one who has a problem. So now that we've done this, what we want to do is we want to show images of those who have used the product. Okay, so we'll just close this up and we'll just go down into frames, select the circle frame. Okay, reduce the size, position it over here. Then we can just put the person's name there. Yeah, understand. So I can duplicate this and you can use any name of your choice. So here I can just say Samantha Mintz. Okay, so I'll just put this here and I will duplicate this one and I'll just say verified creator. Okay, so depending on what their role is or what they do, you can also put it there if you know them. Okay, so yeah, put this here and yeah, we can just select all and duplicate it. Now just position this here and duplicate it again, position it here. So select everything and make sure everything is looking beautiful. So I will reduce it a little bit so that it fits within the margin. Okay, yeah, then we just fix some photos in there. So I'll come to photos and I will maybe put this guy in here and scroll down and then just look for people who are happy. Okay, maybe this guy, put him here, and let's say this guy, I'll just put him here. Okay, so this is something super easy you can create, and I'm sure you're like, oh my god, wow, oh my god, oh my god, wow, oh my god. Okay, so now that we have created all of that, the next thing we want to do is to create the final page, and this is just going to be very simple. Okay, so just duplicate this and bring it down here. Okay, yeah, if I'm doing the it means my throat is itching me, it's really itching me. And I'll just put this here, duplicate it and position it here and put it here. But one thing that just came in mind is that to be able to make things look good or to be efficient in using Canva and all of that, one of the things you need is Canva Pro. And look, Canva Pro has now developed. Canva is really coming up with so many features where if you're using the Pro version of Canva, you would actually enjoy it so much. Okay, and because I want you to be able to use this feature for free, I have a link in the description box below, because look, you can upload the custom font, you can use premium photos, you can resize your designs easily, you can publish to social media directly from Canva, you have more animation options. Look, should I really go on? There are so many things you can actually do with Canva, and until you try it, you wouldn't be sure. You think, oh, I think I need to stick to the free version of Canva. No, you need the Pro version of Canva. So, check it out, check the link out, and just use it. Okay, so yeah, let's go back. All right, so I'll just make this big. Okay, so you can see what we are trying to do. Duplicate it and bring this here, and maybe I'll just select the two and just reduce their sizes. Okay, then maybe drag this like this, and drag this one also, and pull this down like that and like that. Okay, then maybe I would use this one. What am I even doing? I will reduce it a little bit so we have something like this. Okay, let me try this one. Yeah, so this is how everything is looking. So what we are going to do is, I have more mockups, and because we have more mockups, we want to take advantage of them, because it's a way to really convince people that yes, they really need this feature. So you would want to show various aspects of the product, okay, yeah, through the landing page. So I'm just going to add other versions of my mockup. Okay, so what we have to do now is I will just bring this here, and I would want to increase the size. Okay, so I'll just copy it a little bit and increase the size just to create some overlapping effect sort of. Okay, then I'll position this here. Okay, nice one. With this one, we will just reduce the size and we'll position it inside here. All right. Then we'll just list some of the things people would get if they purchase our product. So I'll increase the size a little bit. Okay, and let me just do that, duplicate it, and you can just see what. Okay, so make it bigger, and you can also adjust it. My brain is moving faster than my fingers. Okay, so we'll put this in, we'll make this a list. Okay, so I can just see photo, descriptions, ebook. Okay, you also get a Canva guide. Maybe you also get a carousel, maybe some carousel templates, and this is some poster templates. Okay, nice one. So this, once someone sees that I'm getting all of this for $9, wow, it will just entice them to get it. Then we will just create our button. We have a button here, duplicate it, come all the way down, and just position it here, and that's it. Okay, so this is how I created this website inside of Canva, but the few things we just have to do is to be able to link their pages. Let me show you how to do that. Okay, all right, so I will scroll all the way up. For features, I'll come to link. Okay, and I will search the actual page, which is page 2. It's been linked. Testimonials, I'll come to link again and choose the testimonial page for it. For the shop, which is going to be the last page, I would select it, come to link, and choose the last page. Okay, and even with this one too. Okay, this button over here, let me drop this one down. Okay, so even with this icon, we can also make it a link. So I'll also choose the last one for it. Okay, then with this, just for someone to get it now, what I will do is I have this page, okay, on Stan Store, where I have a lot of products in there. Okay, so I'll just go into the back end of my Stan Store and pull up the link for that particular product. Okay, so let me go to my store, and I would just come here, find quality photos in Canva. It's $7. Look, you can get it. Okay, just support this channel. Okay, so I would come into, I have it selected, remember, so I would come into link, this triple dot, and choose link, and add it over here. So now when someone clicks on this, it should lead them to that landing page, and we'll test it out shortly. Okay, so coming down also, we would want to do the same over here. So come to link, paste the link in, and that is it. Right, so we've now added all the links in there, but the most important thing right now is after you have created your website, you just wouldn't want it to sit inside of Canva. You understand? You want to publish it and launch it so that everyone anywhere, everywhere can actually have access to your website. So this is what you can do to publish your website online. Okay, so come into share, or you can just choose publish website. Okay, once you choose it, you would see this pop-up appear. So there are three options. We have the free domain, purchase a domain, and using my existing domain. Okay, so if you have your own domain website, you can actually use that. So you create maybe a subdomain of it. So maybe it can be books.theafricangeeks.com or products.theafricangeeks.com. Then you just fix it in there. Okay, but if I know most of you don't have your domain. Okay, so let me just show you how you can do that quickly. All right, so just come to free domain, or you can even purchase a domain from Canva. Okay, but come to free domain and choose continue. Okay, then we can enter a description. So I'll just say 60 plus. Okay, photo descriptions ebook product. Okay, so we can just say this, and I don't want it to be password. I don't want any password on it. Okay, so I can edit it, and I'll just say africangeekstemplate.my site / maybe for here I'll just say photo descriptions. Okay, so DESCRIPTIONS. Okay, descriptions. And so I choose publish, and our website should be published. So once it's done, I'll just want to show you how the whole thing is going to look like. We'll test everything to see if every single thing is working. Okay, so it's saying that our website is now live. So I can copy this link. Then I have my browser in here. Okay, so I'll just paste it over here. Enter. Let's see how the whole thing is actually looking. So you can see how the whole thing is looking. Very, very beautiful. A very beautiful website we have actually created in Canva. Wow. This is so nice. This is so nice. So let's test the thing. So when we click on features, it brings us to the features page. You can see when we click on testimonials, it brings us to testimonials. If we click on shop, it takes us to shop. If we right click and say open link in new tab, we should have, our landing page for the product, where they can easily buy. So they just come here, check now, buy it now, and everything works. So this is how I actually created this website inside of Canva. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, hit on the like button. And if you want more Canva tutorials, smash on the subscribe button. The name is Benjamin. Always forget there is no limit to creativity. I should see you in my next tutorial.
I'm doing my job. That includes whipping and keeping the recipes. I cannot stop. I gotta get it till legends are next to me. Till legends are next to me. Ay, please do not text to me. I'm trying to get it.